Hey everyone, welcome to the 7th issue of the holliswashere.com video blog. Thanks for continuing to watch. Today I wanted to talk about just a vast overview of training and motivation and getting the most out of your time in the gym. I see a lot of people day in, day out, year in, year out in the gym, working hard, working diligently, and not changing, and often even um, making backwards progress, which is obviously, what we're not there to do. I see a lot of people doing just a ton of cardio. I personally think anything more than 45 minutes, and even that is pushing it, is too much. I think if you're doing an hour plus a day, the only possible thing that can really happen is you're going to be ravenous later, and you're going to eat subsequently not only the calories you just burned, but then some. And basically, it's like a yo-yo syndrome. You're going to go up and down in weight. We do cardio to enhance our metabolism and the rate at which it burns calories. We don't do it to burn calories. I am not concerned with how many calories are burned during cardio. What I'm concerned with is I get a very good, intense weight training, resistance training session prior, and then cardio directly after. I would never do it the other way. If I did cardio first, I would be blown up, I would be tired, exhausted, and there's no way I could give my all to the, in my opinion, much more important weight training session. So cardio is to be done after weights and also not intensely. As a rule, if you pretend you can talk with somebody, and if you can't carry on a conversation with somebody during cardio, it's too strenuous. When you're doing a resistance training, you want to do that diligently, hard, and don't talk to people. You're there to focus for the weight training, do your thing. But cardio is a different story. It should not be done intensely, and it should not be done, in my opinion, again for more than 45 minutes. So I wanted to cover that, and I also wanted to cover the fact that a lot of people um, not only spend too much time in the gym, so they're overtrained, but they're underfed. And I always say this: you've got to eat to lose, and you've got to eat to gain. It's like a bridge. If you have one or two bridge points and you have cars go over it, the foundation is not going to be very sound. But if you have three or four or five pillars underneath the bridge is going to be very strong and intact. It's how you should be with your meals, small, frequent meals throughout the day that are low in high glycemic carbs. Not necessarily low in carbs, but low in sugar, relatively high in protein, and moderate in fat. That's what I recommend for people. So it's really important, especially ladies, to understand you've got to eat to lose. If you don't eat, your body will jettison muscle tissue first. It holds on to fat. So the key is to trick it into releasing fat stores or adipose stores. And how do you do that? Small meals throughout the day. Keep your sugar low, not your carbs low, and utilize the resistance training. I realize you don't want to get big, and it's going to be almost impossible for women to get big. You don't have the genetics or the testosterone levels to do so, but you want to do resistance training for posture, to help with bone density, and to enhance your natural God-given genetic shape. Cardio to speed up your metabolism, to showcase the physique that which you built with the weight training, and fuel from food with which to do so. It really just comes down to that and consistency. I do not believe in crashing, or cramming for a test, nor do I believe in that with the body. It takes time and diligent work ethic to get to where you're going to go. And people getting ready for various events and things in their life, you just can't cram it all. You can't get it all done in 1 or 2 or 3 weeks. You could drop weight, but when I hear people say weight, what they're dropping is muscle, fat, and water. I'd much rather hear people dropping fat, holding on to muscle. That's the real equation here. It's very easy to lose weight, but to have lean muscle tissue and lose fat at the same time is why I'm in business. It's the whole thing about what we do in the gym and what it's about. So it's really important to maximize your time. Get in there, do your weights first, then do your cardio, eat to fuel the machine. I do not also believe in people that say, well, I don't have carbs after 3 o'clock or whatever nonsense like that. Well, guess what? By 8 o'clock, you're going to be starving. If you can even make it through the night, you're going to be ravenous the next day and you're going to eat everything in sight. It's better to think ahead. So I have carbs with every one of my meals, even my last meal every night at 8 p.m. I usually have a brown rice or a quinoa, along with a fibrous carb, lettuce, asparagus, or what have you. So, nothing extreme. You must do what brought you to the dance in the first place. And I believe when peaking or getting into optimal shape, to take, like, if it's a Jenga, imagine a Jenga game. You're just taking a small piece here and there, not all at once, so the structure stays intact. For example, I'm down about 30 pounds since June. It is now September 26th. I've done that simply by training hard, doing my cardio, no more than 30 minutes a day, and I've just really cleaned up my intake, my nutritional intake. I'm having very little cheat meals, and those of you that know me know that mine were rather extreme. And it's just consistency, day in, day out. Every day I'm laying a brick down. Eventually I'll have a house. If anything, my strength has really not gone down because I've increased my protein intake and I've utilized both cardio and my clean nutritional intake to lose fat. I'm still eating 5 meals a day, plenty of food. Many of you might look at what I'm eating and say, wow, that's a lot of food. Well, yeah, because I'm doing a lot of training. I'm doing 4 days a week of weights. Now I'm up to 6 days a week of a half hour of cardio, which was my point that I just wanted to get out there. The last week, I went from 2 cheat meals a week to now just 1. So it's going to be on Sundays, as well as adding from 5 days a week of cardio to now a 6th day. Now, those two things, while not major, will result in big changes in my physique over the next few weeks. And I believe in doing things small, again, consistently, and just changing things and as you progress through. Nothing extreme. I don't believe in wearing sweatsuits and sweating it out in a sauna and losing water weight only to gain it back once you rehydrate. Nothing crazy. You must do what brought you to the dance in the first place. I say it all the time, but I want you guys to get the most results. There's many ways to do things. I don't claim to have the way. I have a way, but everything that I do or tell people or believe in or write about or have published or what have you is what I personally believe in to be sound and intelligent. So the other thing I wanted to say was, for those of you, I'm getting a lot of inquiries lately for people that are not in the Los Angeles area. That's not a problem. I offer online training. I will do your complete nutrition and your training, and I'm here. You can hit me up by text message, email, smoke signal, whatever you have to do to get to me. It's holliswashere.com, but I want everybody to get the most results, from this, especially if there's anything that I can do to help people. That's why I'm here. So I want to thank you all. Happy fall. And I just thank you all for your support. And God bless every one of you. And thanks again.